Hello, people. It's Walter Beasley. I got a question. Have a question from a former student at Berkeley College of Music on my Snapchat. Yep, I'm on Snapchat. Crazy. So if you're gonna sign up for me on Snapchat, know that that's a different Walter Beasley you get. You're like the crazy Walter Beasley. I'm gonna attempt to answer or just briefly give you my opinion of this, and I'm gonna explore it more in depth on WalterBeasleyLessons.com and a lesson that a lesson that I put up there tonight. Good afternoon. How you doing, Bill? First and foremost, I'm not gonna probably take too many or just shout out to too many people right now because I want to get through this. But like I said, for more in-depth analysis of or my thoughts on this, you can join WalterBeasleyLessons.com. There are tons and tons of information on there, and that's going to be the primary source of my delivering the educational content, and all that kind of stuff. So first and foremost, um, I graduated from a music college with a 9 in reading. What that means is I had a 9 out of a possible 10 score, which was very, very, very high, extremely high for the 80s. And there are not many people who actually got a 9 in reading ever at the school. So I'm well aware of the value of reading, and I am very, very good at it. Humbly put, my teacher Jimmy Cannon in Central California taught me the value of it, but also explained to me how I should not lean on it. That said, I think it is scientifically proven now, without a doubt, that the brain cannot concentrate on two things at once. So if that is a fact and scientifically proven, then either you're reading music or you're playing music. Either you're reading music or you're playing music. I have never ever been moved by anyone on the stage who has been either reading music from an iPhone or a page or looking over as drummers look over to the side. I've never been moved by a pocket or by an individual who has been reading at the same time that they're playing music. Just never have. Now that's just me. Now this is my opinion. You can argue it, I'm sure, on the comment section. I'm not going to because, like I said before, I graduated with a score that was probably one of the highest in the history of that institution. So I'm aware of what it's used for. Now, if you are a writer and you write stories, or your thing is writing, obviously you take in the information by reading. By reading information, because that's going to be your mode of expression. If you're a musician, the ear is the most important aspect of, I think, learning and playing music. That said, I think it was the Bible said that the word comes by hearing or through hearing. It's very important. Don't get me quoting the Bible. Get struck by lightning. But it's very important because when you hear something or when it comes through you like that, and you're able to be moved by it, and you're able to retain it better, and you're able to express it better when it comes time for you to do it yourself. That's why I don't believe that it's a great thing to be to play music, to read music, read and play at the same time. That said, there is value in reading music. Obviously, I mean, you can you can learn the music quicker, play with other people better in an ensemble kind of situation, and makes it a little bit easier. I'm not sure the easier is a better method at this point. Easier was never better. I would have when I taught ensembles at Berkeley College of Music, I basically would put the music in front of them maybe for a couple of minutes and then have them throw the music away. And best man and best woman would, I mean, we would learn the music and then feel what it was like to not go through the paper to get to the actual source. And that's I think the foundation of what I'm trying to say. You don't get to the source through the paper. The music doesn't come through you through the paper. If you look even at classical music, the better performers aren't reading. You don't see Itzhak Perlman reading music when he's playing concertos, so on and so forth. You don't see, heavy cats who are playing jazz music, not the heavy ones, sit up there reading music while they're playing. It just doesn't happen, man. So that said, I've never been moved by anybody who's done that. That's just my opinion. Someone else can have the same, a different opinion. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Now, I'm going to explore this more so tonight. I'm gonna do a lesson tonight and put it up on. Actually, Cindy will probably put it up on the miscellaneous section in the miscellaneous section of WalterBeasleyLessons.com on Monday. So it's a great question by a former student who is concerned about being able to get gigs after Berkeley or after college. And my response to him is this, and that is, if you play extremely well, especially if you're dealing with black music. When I say with black music, or I'm saying music that basically is inspired and produced out of the black experience, like gospel music, R&B music, whatever. It's inviting. Everybody in the world should love and should express themselves, but it's the genre. That's how I choose to articulate the genre. Or verbally articulated, because it's primarily comes from the expression of those of us who have lived a certain life, and primarily those who lived a certain life way before me. That said, if you're dealing with that music, such as gospel, R&B, those genres rather, gospel, R&B, straight ahead, even smooth jazz, R&B, all that kind of stuff, you don't want to come into a stage reading music. You better not out here. Now I'm not a professor anymore, so I can say, I'm unencumbered. I can say exactly what the hell I want to say. You better not come to my stage reading music. Just don't do it. Now, if you got tons of music, tons of stuff to read, to remember, that's one thing. Like Vince Evans and David Dyson, they like to bring music up on my stage because they play it for everybody and they're real good, but they don't really read the music. They use the music as a guide. Like, if I get lost, where am I supposed to go? That's a different kind of reading. The paper is there just in case. They're not reading the music. The paper is there just in case, because they basically internalized all my music. That said, I feel that that reading music has its purpose, but the ear should be developed first and foremost. Without the ear, you have no career. Without the ear, you have no career. All right. So for more information on this topic, as I'll be climbing in depth or climbing deeper into it later on, you can subscribe to my website, WalterBeasleyLessons.com, www.WalterBeasleyLessons.com.